Hi everybody, this is a tutorial for how to do a grid using QGIS and then how to use it with R. So the first thing I'm gonna do is create a grid, then I'm gonna save it as a shapefile, then I'm gonna open the file in R and plot it. So the first thing you have to do when you are gonna do your grid is look at your map and select the extreme points. That will be the point most to the west, the point most to the east, the point to the far north, and the point to the far south. So if we're talking about longitude, that will be kind of the x-axis. This is gonna be the lowest longitude point is gonna be somewhere around here. So it's something close to negative 74.23, and it doesn't have to be exact. You can have a small gap over it. It doesn't really matter. And the other extreme point is going to be somewhere around here. And if you look in the bottom, so by the way, look here in the bottom to the coordinates, it's going to be something like negative 73.984. Now let's see the extreme points of the latitude. That will be the y-axis. So again, looking in here at the coordinates, I move the mouse close to the lower bound that I want, and it's something like 4.481. I'm writing that down over here, and the upper bound is going to be somewhere around 4.846, and write that down again. So knowing that, go here to vectorial, and then this is in Spanish, by the way, so probably in English this will be tools for research, and then move down to this grid over here, this grid icon that is grid, vectorial grid. Select that, and now you have to write the extreme points you found in the way that is described in the top. So the first thing is the minimum longitude. That is the minimum x-axis. So that's negative 74.23. Then the maximum x-axis, that is maximum longitude, that will be negative 73.983. Now the minimum latitude, that will be the minimum y-axis, that is 4.458, and the maximum will be 4.840. Right? Now this is going to be the space of each square in the grid, and because this is close to the equator, the latitude and longitude, each degree of latitude and longitude are going to be very similar. But if you are close to the north, that's not going to be the case. So you have to keep that in mind. In this case, they're really similar. 1 degree is somewhere around 69 miles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this point 0.69. Let me close this. 0.69, that will be this, and 0.69 over here. So it's going to be very close to a square again, because we are very close to the equator in this one case. So I run it and I get this one grid. Now to save it, I go around right here and select Save As. I'm gonna save it as a shapefile, but there is a bunch of options in here, and I'm gonna pick this one file that I created because I want to put the whole thing in one file. Accept, overwrite, there you go. So now I'm gonna open the file, and there you go, your whole shapefile. Now let me import that to R. So I'm gonna use the RGDAL library, and the first thing I have to do after opening that library, I have to import the grid, and this is the address that I gave it. So import it, and I also imported a map that is right here, and that is the address that I have to give the map. Now I want to plot the grid, so plot grid. There you go, down here is the grid. And now let's plot the map, but add it to the grid. It may take a while, but let's hope it works. Boom, there you go. So now you have your grid and your map. You can cut those. It's really easy, but it's time consuming, so I'm not gonna do that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a like. And until next time, have a good one.